Sunday brunch with the Goose boys. Goose, goose.
Sweet, I'll put some back into that, and that'll be our new theme tune. There's a point I got a theme tune. I need to work a way of getting that. But we are in fact live, and I've hit the go live on YouTube as well. You'll be pleased to.
Have you now?
I'm
not. You know what?
Checking. Yeah.
This is about building trust.
No. Honestly,
no. It's fine.
It's not about trust. It's about my confidence.
No. This is about building trust, and this is about building trust with Sunday brunch with the Goose boys. And I will trust you. Yes, we had a conversation where we thought we were talking to people, but we actually weren't.
Yeah.
All right. It happened.
Yeah. It was a good conversation.
I saw at least 2 people in town yesterday just doing that for fun.
What? Not for
talking. No, just talking to themselves
You
when they were.
Well, we're here. We're live. We are actually live. I can see it now. There's the word end stream there, and if it wasn't saying that, it means we're live, okay? And we're here. We're the Goose. No, what are we? We're Untitled Gaming Podcast. I was going to say, we're the Goose Boys.
We're the Goose Boy. I'm fine being a Goose Boy.
I'm happy with the Goose Boys, but I feel like the official title still should be related to the gaming. Otherwise, people think we're just going to be talking about geese.
This is true. Well, welcome to Untitled Gaming Podcast. We are the Goose Boys, part of Honk Honk, part of the Untitled Gaming Podcast. Yeah, this is our Sunday brunch.
This is our Sunday brunch. It's kind of how it's been for a while now. Sit and have a coffee. Or are you a hot chocolate or a coffee today?
I'm a hot chocolate today, yeah. Because
That's really because I feel like I start my day with a really bitter drink, and it's just about who I am as a bitter person. Whereas you start your day with a nice chocolatey sweet thing, and that feels like a new thing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to push myself closer to diabetes. I know it's coming.
One sip at
some
a time.
Point. One sip at a time. Diabetes. Diabetes.
I always do that one. But yeah, here to bring you vaguely the news and the gaming thing, and to talk about our various opinions on that news that's coming out. And we are, of course, part of robot-republic.com, the best gaming news site in the world.
Until I get cancelled and then kicked off.
Days away from it, frankly.
Days away.
Days away.
Minutes
Stay tuned
away.
to listen to the exact moment I say something absolutely unforgivable.
Can't wait.
It's gonna be
that's how we hook them.
Live them on
we bait that with that fishing rod, and then we bring them in
every day. They're there waiting to get. Frankly, if I can get all the people that want to cancel people to watch the show just to look out for us to be cancelled, that'd be a lot of people watching the show.
I don't want you poking the mob. Can we leave them be? We don't need to. I had like a Fear Factor moment, which was a show back in the 90s. Everyone, if you want.
That way they drop spiders on your face and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was like they'll make you like swim through a bucket of eels or something, and it wasn't like it came to the point where
just a bucket of eels.
No, it was like a big like sort of dumpster.
Yeah.
Like a vat of eels, like dead eels and fish heads, and it became less Fear Factor and just let's get poor people to do gross things. And that basically what it became.
Game level nonsense there.
Yeah, but growing up, I had like a proper fear of bees, and I think now thinking about it, it was a sensory thing because they make quite a lot of noise and are quite bright. It was just like, oh, I don't like this. When I'm older, that general fear of bees have like subsided. It's like they're bees, they're fine, they won't hurt you.
Well, the thing is about bees, it's worthwhile being scared of them, especially for someone that's kind like yourself, because of not only can you get a nasty sting, but it ends an animal's life. So
yeah, which is also sad.
Yeah, like at least with a wasp, you can be angry about it afterwards, like you fucking wasp. Whereas a bee, you're like, oh, I'm in pain, but worse for you.
Exactly, you gave your life for nothing.
Yeah.
For you, this was the greatest day of your life.
Small tangent on your discussion about Fear Factor and your dream. Do you know, like, everyone, I hear so many people mock bees about the whole fact that they sting and then die immediately. Yeah, it's because they're not supposed to be stinging you. When they're stinging things, it's bugs, and they kill those bugs and move on with their lives. Like, they're generally not aiming for big-ass humans. So when they're doing that, that's a mistake. They shouldn't have stung you. They should have ran away. But they didn't think about it. But it's not because of every time they sting something, they die. If they stung something on their own level, they'd be fine.
Oh, is that correct?
Yeah, it doesn't pull out when they stab. Like,
wow! I thought it was a fucking one and done scenario.
No, they're not like little kamikaze animals. They are built to be able to sting and carry on with their lives. It's just.
I thought it was like a crystal blade. I just thought it was like, whatever it hits, it kills, but it breaks into ash.
For the queen.
For the queen. down.
Anyway, yeah, fear factor, bees.
Yeah, so I was just like walking through town and I saw what I thought were like mayflies or like a swarm of flies or something. The closer I got, it was just a huge, like flying swarm of bees.
Yeah.
And I was running late for the train. And I had a choice. It was like
was this in a dream or real life? Sorry.
This is real life. This is real life scenario. Yeah,
this
yeah.
Open swarm of bees shit going on there.
I'm not gonna talk about dreams on the internet. What am I? A middle-aged woman that enjoys candles?
Anyway, tune in for Wednesday where we've got Dreamcast, the new podcast where we discuss our dreams.
Where we discuss our dreams. There's only one thing more boring than dreams, and that's someone explaining to me their D&D campaign. That is the only thing. That's a nerd equivalent of dreams, and I enjoy it to a point. I don't mind people explaining it.
I once explained my D&D campaign to you.
Yeah, and I hid my boredom.
It was Star Wars Episode 1. It was good.
It was good. It was very good. But
it is the dreams. I never really remember mine. So, but no, I think they're kind of cool. It depends if anything interesting. I think a dream's like a movie, right? But really wild shit happens. Like, I think that's pretty cool. I had a dream. Okay, you're gonna get bored by this, evidently. But I had a dream like the other day. One of the few ones I remembered. Anyway, back of an aeroplane, me and a load of other people on chairs, where some woman had captured us, and there was a load of cocaine in front of us, like a big old pile. Somehow, during this, that cocaine became ruptured, and it turned into a weird party while everyone was still tied to their chairs. Okay, fine, it wasn't that interesting, but it was interesting to me.
Hey everyone, welcome to Untitled Gaming Podcast with your Sunday Brunch Goose.
Tell us about your fucking bees then. How about that? Tell us about your interesting story about going to the train station and seeing some wild animals.
I made a bit where I said that dreams are boring. So to keep with that bit, I had to look boring and uninterested while you told it. Hey, look, it's what's that? It was a good dream. It was a pretty good dream.
But there's more details, but not ones I'm willing to discuss on that.
What I would have liked though is the cocaine to become like a sort of sentient golem, and then you do like cocaine belly shots off it, just like shot, like off its like middle term. I think that's what I would like.
It was after like I'd invented a computer game basically, like a real life jetpack based one. That's how I ended up on the plane in the first place.
Sorry, what? You had a real? It's what, like VR but jetpack?
Yeah, I guess, but it was kind of like, yeah, you had to. So there's these flying things going around, and you had to go around and flamethrower them, kind of like your swarm of bees. But some of them was just like one at a time.
Don't fire! Don't swarm.
Some of them were one at a time. Some were in packs, and it's more beneficial to go for the packs. Once you'd flamethrowed them, you could then drag them back to the cage thing. Basically, I'd been playing Guacamelee the night before, and there's that bit where you have to put the chickens back into the cage. And I was
confused because Guacamelee does not have flamethrowers.
No, you beat them up. You beat up a chicken until it's ready, though.
I thought you were going to bring up xenophobia again. That's got some flamethrowing in it.
It does. Well, with little puff gun, I don't know what that is about either.
No, that's just to keep them away, whatever they're scared of.
So
whatever the phobia is.
So
xenophobia.
You saw some bees on the way to the train station.
Yeah, so I was getting to the train station. I was running late, and then I was just like,
"Gaming will start talking in a minute." By the way, we're just getting over this bee story first.
Yeah, and there's just like this swarm of bees, and I was like, "Well, I can go around, but I'm going to be late and miss the train. I have to wait an hour, or I just like go through it. It'll be fine." And I, puffed off the courage, went through, and I was totally fine. So now I think I'm officially over my phobia of bees.
That's awesome. Good.
I think it just happened. Because I went through and I was just like, that's fine. And a child looks at like a child and a parent were kind of like thinking what to do. And the kid looked at me and went, "You could have died." And I was just like, oh, I didn't though, did I? So
yeah, I think I got over mine of bees, like not a phobia of it, or like any kind of fear I had for things like bees and wasps a few years ago. But it was not on a nice, peaceful, I ran through a swarm of them kind of thing. It's just a realization that if I wanted to, I could kill. I won't, but I could. Like, if it stings me, so what? Like, it stings me and I fight back. Like, it did make me kind of,
yeah.
But it's a bit
I mean, if you're like allergic to bees, then by all means, of course. Like, I have a phobia of peanuts now after I've developed a severe allergy to peanuts, where before it was a mild allergy. Now it's pretty savage. So I'm just terrified.
When you say phobia, like, if you see peanuts on the television, because like I think of phobias like if when I was scared of spiders, I had a proper big one. If I saw them on TV, I'd look away. I'd have to.
Right. Okay. I think it's more
a natural fear, like a reasonable fear.
Yeah. I think if it like pops up on TV, my brain's like, that could kill you. And I go, yes, I know, brain. It's pretty savage.
Is a phobia though, like definition, an irrational fear of something?
I don't know whether it's an irrational fear.
Because like I mean, even then, it's like if you're like, I've got a phobia of snakes. Yeah, well, a lot of them could kill you, so that's not irrational.
Because I have an irrational fear of being turned into a pig, or transformation in general. Any sort of like body horror stuff in general.
Is it the details of the change, or if it was to go bibbidi boo and you were a pig, would you be okay?
If we're going into it, it's I guess mainly a fear about consent, in regards of I being turned into something against my will with no consent.
What about animorph situation? Where you're
that's fine because I've got the consent of it. It would still worry me that people wouldn't believe who I was. That's the other thing. Like not Spirit Away, Howl's Moving Castle. Like rapid aging, and then you're not allowed to tell anyone.
Yeah.
Like that's rough. Like that's a horror movie.
Aging's my fear, not just like just general mortality. I think really me and everyone.
I think there's a lot of
everyone. I think it's the main fear of humans, isn't it? Death, like everyone around you dying. I don't think it's.
I guess humans as well, but I think it is a queer thing. A lot of queer people are like fearful of aging, like not necessarily death, but aging.
No, see, this is the thing for me. It's the getting older and having everyone around me die. It's not the looking old. I'm fine with looking like an old man. I actually cannot wait to be Radagast from the Brown and just a thing with my oldness. Like, can't wait.
Yeah, just flicking your wizard sleeve and a hedgehog comes out. Like exactly. just having the best time.
Riding with like rabbits pulling a sleigh, just lots of rabbits because they're not special ones. They're just gonna be regulars. But
Radagast is great.
He's great.
Who doesn't love Radagast?
He's the best wizard. I think. One of the favourite memes is like, would you like to prefer to be, like Gandalf the White or Sauron, and then it had like their powers, or like Radagast with his thingy rabbits, and the final picture is just like that meme face with like all the rabbits just looking very pleased.
Who's the actor that plays Radagast?
I do not know.
He was a doctor. He was a doctor as well. Doctor Who.
Cliff Baker?
No,
I think I've just mixed up two different Doctor Who's.
No, I can't remember. Anyway, I was at a con and me and my boss, I was running a thing. I don't know. Conversation. He was a massive Doctor Who fan. I particularly wasn't. And basically, when we were going up to like the next floor stop, I just said, you know what, Doctor Who is a massive pile of shit. And the door, and I was saying that while the doors were opening, and there stood Radagast the Brown in front of me, and he just went, "I'll get the next one." And I was like, "Wow!" And the door just shut, and we just went up. And my boss was like, "What the fuck just happened?" I was like, "I don't know."
In terms of social awkward situations, you saying Doctor Who's shit accidentally to a doctor.
Yeah. I don't care. I speak my truth.
Oh yeah, fair. Okay. Also, truth. I mean, it's good. I like Doctor Who.
I said I speak my truth. Yeah.
I don't think my truth's a good word for opinion. That seems like a.
Oh, it is. It's your truth. It's your own personal.
It'd be like you saying like your Doctor Who thing. I go, yeah, well, you're speaking your falsehood. Yeah. Like no, because I don't think that would be a fair thing to say.
No, because I truly believe it's shit, and I'm not a big fan of it. Therefore,
you speak your beliefs.
I'm still saying.
Let's get into some Descartes shit later on. But for now, I want to start off the gaming thing by showing you a new accessory I bought.
What did you buy? for your Wii?
Because of all that stick drift, it was the only reason why I was bad at Mario Kart. Yeah.
Oh, this definitely
is peak design. Where when the late 90s and everything became see-through.
By the way, before you start this, can you do an advert like a car advert?
Probably not. I've never been a good salesman.
I just want you to be like.
I'll just spin it while I just want to tell you about how peak design this is, though. So back in the late 90s, early 2000s, we hit a stage where everything was a little bit inflatable. Everything was made of like perspex, but with colours. And I don't think we've ever moved on to a better aesthetic than this. Like, look at it. I really want that N64 in those colours as well. But yeah, do you like that? A lot of people.
I do.
It, but...
No, I like it. I like that sort of clear perspex.
I want to see the insides of every piece of electronical equipment I've got.
Yeah, I agree with you. I loved it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Anyway.
There was the Game Boy like that as well, right?
Really? Yeah, there was. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo were great for that.
Nintendo
half see-through plastics.
I like it because I also like a restaurant where you can see the people cooking. and I feel it's kind of similar. Where I like to see, I like to see my electronics digging.
There's a little bit of a problem though. Like this is where I kind of wish like the world in general and laws of physics were different. Because how cool would it be if when you were doing electronic stuff, you could see sparks running around like the inside, but it not being because it's faulty and dangerous.
Yeah.
Just if that's how electrics works, like some sci-fi shit. Anyway, that's not news, but it is because I'm now going to win every game.
It's news to you. And I like it. So
it's my truth. It's my news.
It's just gonna make you. It's your news. It's your truth. Are you gonna make? So this is gonna make you not trash at Mario Kart.
Well, let's not go. You know.
So currently you
are writing any checks that I can't cash later on. But right now, the only reason why I was bad at Mario Kart was that trash controller.
Right.
So it's reasonable to deduce that I'll be the best.
Okay, so I would say your performance on Mario Kart was a dumpster fire. So. From dumpster fire to that controller, where are we at now?
From dumpster fire to
like a half-eaten burger that's been there for a week, or like what are we?
We're probably at Sonic, I reckon.
We're probably at Sonic. Cool. Not Shadow with a gun.
Not Shadow with a gun. I mean Sonic, the character who played with us, who was also good. In
fact, right, okay.
Emerald Hat, so it's not really a good scare. I just wanted to shout out to some of our players.
Okay, cool. No, that's fine.
Shadow with a gun, though, also a good aesthetic. So maybe if that gun was a little bit see-through, oof, can you imagine?
Yeah, I remember I saw Eric show me a TikTok of some guy buying a body pillow, and it was from Shadow, and the woman was like, "And he's got a gun." It's a selling point. Just like, and he's got a gun. Just very excited about telling this.
In chat, saying his daughter has this controller. It's designed for smaller hands. You're not wrong. I was a little disappointed. A guy opened it and was like, "My big giant hands. We're expecting something a bit bigger." Let's compare my. Oh yeah, it's literally my other sick controller, which unfortunately is stick drift.
Bowser, my boy, Bowser, Daddy Bowser's on.
Daddy Bowser, I love Bowser. Yeah, it's a bit small, but no, that's not. I didn't say peak design for me. I said peak aesthetic. I did say peak design, but I meant aesthetic.
You literally said peak design.
Yeah, well, I meant just the colours, the see-through plastics. Right, should we get on with some news? Do you want to hear what's coming up?
Film it like a goose for foie gras. Fill me up with news and make me fat and plump.
That is a horrible thing. Why shut my mouth and fill me full of news?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, well, do you know, I've not actually read any of this news yet. So
I'm instantly regretting that it's comedic energy, but you know what? I said it now.
Look, you got to be able to laugh at Farquhar because otherwise, you have to question why everyone else is still allowing it to happen. And
yeah, because it's sad.
So I'm gonna start. I'm opening this one because I've not read any of these news yet. This stuff's coming out in the week, so if you watch the show, you don't ever have to bother visiting the website really.
No, please also go to the website.
Yeah, I'm just saying you don't have to. Apparently, you have to do it.
But I'll give you the highlights.
Yeah, pretty much. So the expansion story for Cyberpunk 2077 is leaked anyway. Yeah.
What DLC?
Yeah, DLC for the patch or whatever. I don't want to avoid spoilers.
Okay, great.
That's cool.
So is the game working now? They patched everything up to make it actually working and playable?
It's been working for a long while now, to be honest.
I don't know, because I opened up the other day and it hard crashed on screen.
Oh, did it?
And I went to do 2 quests and it bounced me out. And then I got in my car and my car just floated into the bottom of the earth.
What are you playing?
So, aside PS4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess my guess is by the time they finish patching it and it's working, they're going to go, sorry everyone that has it on old gen, but hopefully you've now got the new gen and it actually works. Because I think it probably is just too ambitious for that old console. So
if people enjoy it, great, good for you. More content is good content for people that enjoy that game. But at this point, are they not flogging a dead horse? They've got their other Witcher game coming out as well, right?
In pre-production, another piece of news this week. Yes. Oh.
So why are they just not focusing on that? And I get that it's this thing now where we release games for $70 that are unfinished and bad and broken. And then everyone gets angry for a week and then a month and then they forget about it. And then a story comes out going, Cyberpunk is fixed. And people jump back on like nothing ever happened.
Which
That's
is fine.
kind of the cycle for games now.
Now, Cyberpunk is a poster child for releasing games at this point, so I wouldn't say forgot about. Like, this will be remembered for a long time. All the good faith built up from Witcher 3 was basically shat straight out on that. But
yeah,
from what I've heard, I mean, my partner played it when it released on the PS4, but a PS4 with an SSD. Like, it had been upgraded with that. And it played fine. There was a little bug at the end, and they had to like replay like 5 hours worth of content, but out of the sort of 100 hours they put in, that's not the worst thing in the world. And it worked okay. Like and it it has been working since. Like I'm don't know about the PS4. Your story there is a bit like, okay, maybe it isn't working on the older ones, but yeah, from what I've heard, it's been good for quite some time. And apparently it's not my kind of game, but then again, I've still not completed The Witcher 3 because it's just such a fucking big ass game.
Yeah, it's a world that I wanted to explore, and that's why I was like, you know what, I'll give it a go. I'll jump on and see what it's like. They've probably patched out by now. It's probably at least playable. Nope. Which is fine.
You do it on your PS5 when you get that.
Yeah.
Or your Series X, because it's £24 on the Xbox store at the moment. But
nice, it's not on Game Pass.
No.
You would think that's a game you just chuck on Game Pass at this point.
At some point, you'd imagine it will be, but yeah, that's not been so far.
Yeah, I am close to getting X though because I watched some Sea of Thieves footage the other day, and I feel that's the game for me. I get to roleplay a pirate.
It seems very freedom of the seas. Like,
yeah,
I played it since day one. Like, I stopped now because I overdid it, but I played it for like 2 years since the day it came out. A couple of days before it came out actually, but. Like, there was fuck all to do back then, and I had a lovely time. Like, me and my brother would have a great time just playing that game anyway, so
yeah,
it didn't need the additional content. The additional content's just nice. It did need it for most people, I'm sure, but like, we were happy. He still plays it to this fucking day, like, daily, basically, as well.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's definitely...
Is he a legendary pirate?
Oh, we've been legends since it was hard to become a legend. That's how long we've been legends.
Nice.
Not scrubs that join in nowadays and get... all that experience after like 2 missions. Anyway,
I did. One of the people were talking about that because they were on and they were a legend and everyone else was going. And it was basically like a boomer pirate. That was just like back in my day. In my day, it used to be a lot harder to become a legendary pirate. Yeah. Now you just squat on the poop deck and you're legendary, just like that. And you're just like, oh, all right, boomer pirate.
He's not wrong, but at the same time, yeah, it doesn't matter. What does matter though is I've got an eye patch that has a 1 on it, which shows I was there on the very first day. So that was a fair bit. But yeah, no, it's good, man. And if you did get a thing, we could certainly play together. We could sail together.
I'm getting closer because I still don't have a PS5. Eric has a PS5, and obviously he graces me with its presence on occasion.
Occasionally allows you a slight glance over at it.
No, he's actually really good. We can share things well, which is nice. Yeah, it's good relationship.
I'll say my partner's got the PS5. I can play it. Though admittedly, I was like, as I say, I started playing Elden Ring a while ago now. And then I was like, yeah, I'm going to play some Elden Ring. And he was like, actually, I feel like playing that's fine. I guess it's your console, sure.
Yeah.
I've been tempted to buy that on Xbox, but it's the same thing. It's like, while I am enjoying it, I know as soon as I hit a boss that I can't get past, I'm going to quit and never play it again. So
yeah, I'm at a particular boss at the moment where I'm just like, oh, I have to grind again. And I'm already like, what's that?
He's on the final boss now.
Nice.
He's doing that as we speak.
Nice. Yeah. Good luck.
But yeah, so Cyberpunk, not excited. Cool, moving on. What about this one? The Lord of the Rings Gollum will be released in this September.
Press a game. I want this game. I can't do a Gollum. It seems. I thought I could do a better Gollum than that. I can. What is a Gollum game? What do you get to do as Gollum?
So I will acknowledge your comment in a moment, but yeah, no, it's a stealth game. You know when like Lord of the Rings hasn't had any
Metal Gear Gollum, is that where we're going?
Yeah,
Metal Gear Gollum.
Like yeah, I think so.
So he gets in like a barrel.
You sneak around. You drop like things on orcs or whatever. But you know how like the Return of the King game and the Two Towers game, and they were amazing back on PlayStation 2 time.
Yep.
Yeah, and
I had it on GameCube.
And then there hasn't really been any Lord of the Rings games, and everyone's there's been Shadow War, which is good. And
Shadow War was really good, and the one after that was
I should
really
not
good.
Acknowledge those are good games. But then you know what everyone was really craving was a stealth Gollum game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I was just banging.
Everyone's just like, well, can we please play as Gollum, and can we please?
Is it EA who's developing it?
Let me have a look. It will say on the story, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know. For me, it could be fucking awesome for all I know. Like, I just don't. This doesn't sound like the kind of game I want to play.
Games are about a power fantasy, right? About putting you in the shoes of something that you generally can and push through. Like there is a power fantasy element to computer gaming.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to meet the person whose power fantasy is to be Gollum. I don't want to meet them. If you're in chat right now, you know what? Normally, I'll go, good for you. I say you're a sick fuck. You're a sick fuck if your power fantasy is being Gollum. Why you want to be Gollum? It was bad enough when he turned up in Shadow of War all the time, just like, I'm just like, oh, fuck off, Gollum.
Tweet a while back, actually, which fits nicely to this, saying like Gollum's got it pretty good. He's got his own cave. He's got a nice item. He can look at the nice item. I'm like, yeah, that's a simple life. That is a good, simple life.
It's not. He's riddled with illness. He's riddled with mental illness, which already is bad enough for me.
Yeah.
Let alone wanna.
Now this might be like, again, something could probably get cancelled, but when you're alone in a cave, that's kind of like having a friend. I mean, right?
Hey, audience, how's it going? I'm gonna ask Callie some questions now and just kind of like dip into a bit of his mental health. This might go sour, so we'll just see how it goes because I'm worried about him. You should be worried about him too. Hey, Cal. Hey, Goose Boy. How's it going?
Hey, Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. What do you mean by that comment?
Oh well, you know, he's got like he's got Schmeagol and he's got Gollum and he can talk to himself and that's quite nice.
Right. Okay.
When you're alone, you have a nice chat.
Okay, you didn't mean you didn't mean that like the Echo is your friend because you just shout in a cave and it talks back to you. To be honest, there's 4 people there, then isn't there? Gollum says hello, and the cave comes back.
He's got his like kind of schizophrenia, split personality disorder, and for someone that lives alone in a cave, that's probably quite nice.
Are you aware that we need social interaction and you just talking to yourself in a mirror isn't actually fun?
I'm not saying it's ideal. I'm saying if you live in a cave and eat raw fish, that's probably quite a nice, you know, it's what you've got.
I'm not attacking his curry issues.
It's what you've got.
I'm more getting through them. So are you saying that your perfect scenario is living in a cave? Do you want to live in a cave?
Perfect. Well, yeah, but not without
right,
friends.
Okay. Leave it aside. Why do you want to live in a cave, Bucko?
Well, this is tangential to the Gollum discussion because it's a very different situation to what Gollum's in.
But, no, not really.
Well, no, like a nice cave on a mountain with like trees and all that outside. Basically, be a bear.
Oh, so you want to be a bear?
Well, more so there.
Which is kind of ironic because currently you're a twink. Hey!
That is the kindest, nicest thing you said to me, and a total lie. Otter at best when I lose a bit of weight, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess otter. I will allow otter, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't shave. I'm just naturally not very hairy. But yeah, no.
I guess
Dritz, the whatever his name is, go live in the cave, have a good time, hang out with animals.
I guess if you want to get down to the nitty gritty of it, having schizophrenia is kind of like having a friend.
If you're Gollum in a cave alone.
If you're Gollum in a cage.
I'm like, if you're in regular society, it's probably not a good thing. In fact, I can probably say you're not that, you know, it isn't good and it should be looked at and you should be helped. But for Gollum, in his solitude, having a nice thing to look at and having fresh fish and having a friend, not too bad.
I would say that Mark Spector is also having an okay time.
Who's Mark Spector?
Moon Knight.
Well, is he?
Yeah.
He's tired all the time.
Nah, he's okay. He's a good boy. I'm reading the new comic right now, and he's doing the best he can. Is he learning
to live with it? Like, because he's still.
He's learned to live through it after the Jeff Lemire run in like the mid 2000s.
Does he get sleep nowadays? Like, is he sorted out a deal with his mate where like neither of us use the body during the sleeping hours, and like, you know, or is he still just going?
No, he doesn't really need to sleep because of Khonshu. Khonshu kind of replenishes him. Like he doesn't necessarily need to sleep. Yeah,
he looks fucking tired in the TV series.
This is true, but Khonshu is Khonshu out of his prison yet, or War Khonshu happened? Anyway, Comics are weird, but yeah. So okay, Gollum game, great.
Sneaky Gollum game. I mean, it could be quite good. I don't mind stuff. My main thing is and
if you had like spider movement, so you can climb on walls and stuff, that'd be cool. Able to like drop things on
basically
people.
there's orcs and goblins or whatever, and they're walking about, and you have to do like drop traps on them. So I guess it's kind of like that Riddick.
Is it? And I say with bated breath, is it an open world game?
I don't think so. No, it's a linear story. So. Oh, look who changed his tune here.
I like linear story stuff. I just that's all right. Is it going to be like what was it, Helia? What's the Viking one where the woman has schizophrenia?
Hellblade.
Yes, yeah. Hellblade.
Hey, Hellblade, it just doesn't sound like the right word, does it?
No. Are they addressing like Gollum's
I'm guessing Gollum's going to be going on. I don't think it's going to be addressed in a let's analyze his psychological profile, because if he is a cretinous character and he's like talking to himself, they don't really go as like this is a mental illness. They go, this is freak thing.
Do you go back to when Gollum was Smeagol as a river
I don't think so. As far as I can see, it's just
there's no like flashbacks to you and your mate on a boat having a good time.
It's my birthday. We'd like it, my precious.
No.
No, I don't think so. I think it's basically just sneaky sorting out some trolls or whatever.
Okay.
It's just, I mean, it could be cool. It is linear, but I'm probably thinking it's
But timeline wise, what are we doing?
Okay.
Like, are they meeting up with Frodo and Sam? Is it before that?
Have a look. So I have a feeling it's like him getting out of, when like he gets captured and tortured and then released, essentially. Yeah. But he's not like let out the door. He escapes, doesn't he? Like even though it's on purpose, he escapes. So I think it's that escape. So like,
from Minas Tirith?
Yeah, I guess so. Is that where he was being tortured?
Yeah.
And he's like, Baggins!
Yeah. Because he got captured by Gondorians, didn't he?
No, when he's like captured and the ring race learn where the ring is.
Yes.
The film.
Yeah.
Shire Baggins. And then like I think he breaks out from there, and that's what it is. I think that might have been someone telling me. That could be real. But we'll find out in September. That's the best thing. Gollum's quest was Precious Walk-In. Yeah. No details on our news site. We're not very good at it. It's just general what's coming out September. You have to Google yourself. Like, we're not here to bring you the news and exact details.
But I think we are. I think that's exactly why we're here for. I think that's the whole point of it.
Quick address of chat. So the Lemnis Gate. I was so excited about that. Did you see Lemnis Gate?
No, what's this?
So it's it's like a first person shooter. But you do it in like turns, and you basically do a time loop situation and have to, like on an objective, you go and grab it, then they shoot you, and then you go back and shoot at like Lem before they shoot you, and all this kind of stuff. Looked really cool. Tried playing it, couldn't figure out how the fuck it worked. But Guinness just saying that apparently the servers have been off for Xbox for months, and the devs don't acknowledge it, which is being that it's basically exclusively a multiplayer game. I'm not really sure what they're doing.
That's awful. That's very bad.
Yeah.
Sort your shit out.
Ali back with the bandanas. Marcus with his iconic stash. This is Alex in the chat.
Hey, Alex. How's it going? Yeah, I'm a little bit...
if we combined our like aesthetics, we would be Hulk Hogan.
Oh, we would be too sexy for the world if we combined our aspects. That's the problem. We would just be too hot.
Too hot. Too much.
Too hot.
There we go.
You have to go the other way, or wherever we are.
Yeah. Right. So next up on the news, before we get to the real juicy good stuff, so stay tuned. Witcher 4 pre-production. Already talked about that. I think we're already at the juicy shit.
Give me that juice.
Yeah. Well, PlayStation 4. This isn't as juicy, but it's going till they're keeping it running to like 2025.
That's good. That's going to be the year which I get my PlayStation 5.
Yeah, well, that is why they're keeping it going, because they just haven't... There is actually a thing that needs to be changed, like, acknowledge it. People say about there being a shortage of PlayStation 5. That isn't correct.
No,
there is too much of a demand. Like, the numbers of them sold compared to PS4 is around the sort of same, like more even in some months. But there was just less demand for PS4 than there has been for PS5 so far because everyone's now a fucking gamer, which is good for us. But yeah, so there is still a lot of them. It's just they can't keep up with that demand. So, but yeah, keeping it going is a bit of a shame in some ways because of the whole making games for a better quality system. Like you have to hold some things back. I don't know how much that really does affect in a lot of things because of like, you know, I thought you can just kind of scale down shit. Stuff like load times.
This is true. There was also there's a rumor of just a new PS5 anyway now.
There is indeed. PS5 and the Xbox rumored to have 2023 Pro editions.
Yeah. So I'll just wait.
Get a bit soon, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, maybe they use a different chip, or they managed to get around some stuff, or
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Basically, it'll make if you've got a better TV, it'll be better on the better TV. It'll have more storage and it'll be quieter. That's it. That's all kind of the Pro does.
To be honest,
it might be smaller. It might be a little bit smaller, but you know what?
PlayStation 5 has an issue with hitting the like 4K resolution on 60 FPS games. Sometimes they're quite often down to like 1280 and stuff. So it'll probably just be that little boost. And maybe
cool.
It's just
for people that care about that, good for you. I don't. I've never played a game.
You main
a
Switch.
What? Yeah.
Like
I'm never gonna play a game and go, you know what? I'm gonna write an article about this. That's never gonna be me. And that's fine.
I feel like shots directly fired at me, but okay.
Oh yeah, a cannon to your chest.
Look, my argument for Pokemon wasn't that it needs better graphics, it's that for the richest game company in the world, they could afford to splash out.
And I say that's just the aesthetics of the game. The aesthetics of the game is to be sort of chibi and cute and a little bit.
Yeah, but they could do like the Breath of the Wild graphics, which were, you know, there's lots of chibi cutie stuff on Nintendo, which just has a higher quality. I'm not going into it. Go check out the article, robot-republic.com. Just Google some salty-ass Pokemon stuff.
Go check it out.
Yeah, and the last piece of news I've got here is that another PlayStation thing, kind of similar to that, is PlayStation are wanting to bring at least half of their new sort of games they release from their own studios, first party things, to PC and mobile by 2023 or something. It's not
cool.
That long away. 2025. So yeah, like a company.
So Microsoft own the internet? And what I mean by that is obviously with their PCs and stuff, like a lot of their stuff already goes on PC. Why doesn't Sony do that already?
So they, like Microsoft, have a store essentially on PC to sell things. So therefore they don't lose any money by putting stuff on PC. So like you have an ecosystem. The reason why you have like a PlayStation or an Xbox, you know, a piece of hardware, is because you take a cut of anything you sell on that hardware. So like the PlayStation Store, if you're selling things through. So you need to give people a reason to keep that hardware going. Now with PlayStation, there's been some tight exclusives that haven't gone kind of anywhere else. Several years later, some of them have now started showing up on PC. And a big argument a lot of fanboys will kind of make is why buy an Xbox if they're just on PC anyway? Valid, I suppose.
Fair.
Yeah,
valid.
Totally. My thing is I've got a really high tech, good PC, and I've got an Xbox, and I rarely touch my PC for games because it's just more of a faff on a PC than it is a console. But with PlayStation potentially releasing a lot more of their stuff to PC, especially if it starts coming out day one, same questions will kind of start being asked for that. So they're going to have to kind of offer or something to make you want to actually use the PlayStation console, I guess. But for me, that's probably going to be, for fans, like they've got their new haptic controller. So if you're really into that, there will be. It says 50%.
The controller is so good.
Really?
It feels so nice. The haptic controller on PlayStation 5.
Huh? I tried because I bought Lego Star Wars for the PS5 rather than Xbox, with the hope it would have some cool features with the haptics. Fuck all.
Oh really?
Yeah, and playing Elden Ring doesn't seem to have much going for it either. Like, but I know there is games like Returnal and things which make better use of it. So we were playing one of those to have it sold to me properly.
Maybe, or the platformer that's on the PS5 that you just have.
That's true. Playground or whatever. Yeah. I did have a quick go at that. I think one thing that was my first experience with this controller. and it was a slight disappointment because I was informed by someone, like they had been playing it and they were like, oh, it's amazing, the rain feels like actual rain, you know, and pitter pattering and all that, and I played it, went in the rain, and no, it feels like little dots of vibration happening, and I'm like, oh, okay, I was kind of expecting something immersive because of how it was sold to me. So instead, it's cool. I like, you know, in the same way the Switch.
What did you want? Like your hands to be a bit wet? Like,
just for it to be subtle enough, like it actually feels like
I'll give you
rain. Not
I'll give
like
you a 4K experience if you want. Like when you go to the cinema, I'll just like get a misting bottle, mist you with some like water to make it thing. I'll like blow in your neck and stuff. We'll get some shit done.
I wrote a really fucking gross article about how, because the Xbox started talking about, you know, them, you know, looking at what they could do to improve or add to their controller. So I wrote an article on the site of like, you know, ways they could improve or for the next controller, and one of the suggestions was make it so like you fall in the Sea of Thieves, and like the spongy textured controller will release water and it will soak up your sweat in order to do that. It was pretty grim.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Just spraying fucking gamer water at you.
Go into a desert and it dries it out. You know, like it's got potential. Yeah, I don't know. It was sold to me as this like really felt like the real thing, and it didn't. And like, I guess that was probably my own going in with high expectations. I'm not blaming myself. So. I'm blaming who told me. But
to be fair, the person that told you it felt like real rain is.
I didn't mean like I didn't think it would make me feel wet, but not.
Depends how good it was.
But it did just feel like little. You know, I could hear a mechanical like going on every time a hit, and it's like it's not rain. That's just specific bits of vibration. But yeah, I like the Switch one better. 1-2 switch, where it makes you feel like there's marbles in the controller.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
That's genius. It's magic.
That's really
cool. Right, we also got, I guess, there's a PlayStation showcase coming up.
Showcase.
You gonna be there for it?
No.
Yeah. Alex is looking to stop it. We'll get sued by the mouse. Alex is looking to join in on that as well, so because he's a big PlayStation fanboy. He's probably just been staring daggers at me while I've been down talking the DualSense that whole time, actually thinking about
How dare you! You were meant to be the chosen one, Callie.
I was just speaking. You're my brother, Anakin.
You're my brother, Callie. You were supposed to bring balance to the Force, not destroy it.
Living in darkness. Fucking what a good film. Is. But yeah, got that. I like the fact that Xbox have announced theirs for months on like 13th of June or whatever it is, 12th of June. Yeah. And then like, you know, PlayStation announced theirs a week before, and it does very much feel like a pull the rug out. Like the attention on us was, especially when bad news for Xbox with like Starfield and Redfall being pushed, you know, till next year. Like a lot of bad news have befallen Team Green as of late. So yeah, it's kind of a.
And also great news for PlayStation, because also Star Wars Celebration's been going on, and we had a teaser trailer for Jedi Fallen Order. So the new one, Jedi Survivor, it's called, and it looks fucking rad.
It does. Who's the dude in the tank at the end? Do you know?
I have some suspicions.
Let me hear him.
Are you sure? I don't want to spoil it for people.
But, well, we don't. You're guessing, aren't you? So like,
I am guessing.
This is theorizing. So if it does turn out to be true, we're sorry for the spoiler. If it doesn't,
the bad guy is the Darth Vader clone from what's his name? The head, the guy in New Republic who was like the clone of Darth Vader, became like head of the Inquisition underneath. But yeah, that dude, that seems like him. And then the guy, there's a clone of Darth Vader. There's loads of clone shit in Star Wars. Like,
there's a whole war about it.
True. Like, what if it is actually canon anymore? I have no idea. And like the books I read that are now dead.
Whatever, didn't he? But
yeah, he did. And then obviously the whole like Death
Star Killer as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, Star Killer, Force Unleashed stuff like had lots of clones. But I think the person in the tank is either a clone of Luke, like I think maybe, or what's their name?
Won't be a clone of Luke. This is only like Luke's a young boy at this point.
What's that? Is it? Oh yeah, at this point it won't be Luke's clone.
Yeah, he's not on the field.
Yeah, there's a
Looks like a big wolfy man, doesn't he? He's got like a nice head of hair on him.
yeah, it's not going to be Raven and stuff. You know what? I don't know.
I couldn't really figure it out. He looked familiar, but I'm pretty sure he looked familiar from a whole different like universe. Like it's like, oh, that looks like Lehman Russ or something.
Some nerd out there will 100% know.
Nerds, let us know in the comments, please.
Let us know. But I'll happily say, you know what? I had thoughts, but you know what? Those thoughts are rubbish.
was it all Luke Skywalker? Was it very heavily based on that being the answer?
No, I just remember there was like the legacy stuff with like Mara Jane, and like I guess
you're not going to get any
way
Mara
later.
Jane related stuff.
That's like way later in the future. Yeah. I get so confused with the Star Wars timeline now.
Just like, I was trying to work post Jedi. Is it good? Old school. Is it pretty trash? The new canon. That's harsh. I actually like some of the new stuff.
I like some of the new canon stuff. Like some of the books are shite. Like the Aftermath book is terrible.
I like the Aftermath series, motherfucker. With Sloane, whatever her name is.
Yeah, I don't know. The first book was bad. The
really
second one was. I know.
It was more of a slog after the first one for me, but
I thought it was just a bit bleh. But the new Thrawn trilogy with by Timothy Zahn is fucking awesome.
I'm still on the second one of that, like just because it's not as good as the first one.
It's fair. The second one is not as good, but that third one.
Oh, okay. So we've got a hot take actually here. So
hot take.
Alex saying, calling it now. The dude in the tank is Sephiroth. FF7 remake is breaking everything.
I love it.
It does.
Good.
The hair, yeah, it could be Sephiroth entering the Star Wars universe.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to do some investigation now. I'm going to take the trailer. 2 seconds, just tippy tappering.
I love how you had to fake keyboard noise. Oh wait, hang on. This is
because like fake. Take this. Actually, if you soundbite the end of the trailer, I'm just gonna put it close to the mic and I press play. Oh, Sephiroth! Yep, Sephiroth, mate. It's there. You can hear the soundbite right there. when Carol turns up, you can hear the.
That dude in the robe though. What about Starkiller? How cool would that be?
Fuck, that would be
amazing, right? If they bring him in as a baddie rather than the playable character.
Nah, Starkiller. Oh, what do you mean? The Sith that they're fighting against?
Yeah, and not in the tank. In the guy with the cloak.
Oh yeah, the actual Sith they're telling about. I really want it to be what's her name from Clone Wars?
Ventress.
Ventress, I would fucking love it.
That'd be cool. She's alive at the end of all that stuff, isn't she? So
she is alive. She dies in a book like later on, but she is still alive at that timeline, I think.
I need to get on and finish Fallen Order. I know what happens, and I've seen the final bit, so it's like I'm at the point where I have to go back to Dathomir, where I'm gonna have to fight Malak or whatever his name is, and then the final bit on Inquisitorium. But it's like
because I guess like at this point. The Inquisitors have failed, so the Sith are coming in. I assume is how it is, because Inquisitors are kind of fucked up. They didn't really get the thing.
Yeah.
Cal decides not to.
It's got the Grand Inquisitor in there, though, in the trailer.
He decides not to dox a load of Jedi, right?
Yeah, destroy the thing rather than let it fall into evil's hands.
But now he's just like generically going around trying to find people rather than.
Is that what his plan is? It? I just assume he's just survive it. Oh, well, I don't know. Didn't know if he would have a plan. There'd be another MacGuffin he has to go and try and get. I'd imagine.
Maybe I was trying to think of like what their plan was at the end. I think their plan was to like find more Jedi or at least help them when they come up, but naturally, rather than go
and trying to adopt them from their parents at a young age.
Indeed.
Yeah. God bless the Jedi. They're such a
good. They're fascists, but anyway.
Right. I don't know. Do you have any more gaming news you're aware of? You want to chat? You had some thoughts and ramblings you mentioned, but
it was just the Star Wars stuff. Other than that, I think I'm all good. I've been playing Rogue Book. It's pretty good. It's a roguelike deck builder where you basically have different, like you're trapped in a storybook.
Yeah.
You basically have to go through and you have like ink and you use ink to reveal things on the map. That could be like extra things to pick up or stuff, and you like battle with cards. It's very good.
That
It's done by
so Marcus. Yeah.
It's very Marcus. It's done by my brain is not doing names today. Mechanically, it's done by the dude that made Magic the Gathering.
Okay. The actual like the computer game.
The game designer, yeah, the actual game designer.
Oh, wow, okay.
Magic the Gathering did the mechanics.
Magic the Gathering a subsidy of like Games Workshop? Didn't they start that to combat, or did they start their own one to combat Magic?
No, they've had card games over the years. They had the 40k Horus Heresy one, the Warhammer one. The 40k one was pretty
Magic
good.
Gathering, is it Wizards of the Coast?
It is Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I've been playing, and this does also very Cali, is Sniper Elite, or it was called Sniper Elite 5.
Nice.
So I've been shooting
You've been shooting those Nazi balls?
Yeah, it's been good. It's, like,
do you get the zoom in still on like people's anatomies when you blow?
Yeah, I've turned mine down to not as frequently because I'm not that interested in watching us. It's actually quite cool. You can turn it off entirely, so you can do the zoom in, but without the X-ray. So
that's
make
cool.
It less gross, because that is one thing I wasn't too keen on. I left it on because I know, I felt this is a part of this game. I should at least give it a shot for a little while. But it doesn't happen too frequently for me because I've turned the setting for it down. But yeah, the first mission took me about 3 hours. I'm playing it on easy mode because I like games, but I am not good at them. But also,
that's fair.
I like to just I think you're supposed to get in there, sneak in as much as possible, do the objective and go. Whereas I'm quite a fan of just leaving the battlefield empty and killing every Nazi there is, which doing my part.
Yeah, because there's no one there. Like, there's no one there to tell the story. Therefore, stealth is kept. I completely agree with it.
Yeah, what I like about it is like it's kind of Hitman-y. You find you have to find intel to get through certain doors, and find different places to take shots from and stuff. But whereas Hitman, if you fuck up, it's quite hard to survive. You get away, that's it. You can't really do a combat with them. Whereas this has got that alternate, like, if you do fuck up, you can just go Call of Duty on their ass and start blasting, and it does work. So, like, it's still hard enough. Like, if you get overwhelmed, they will take you out. But like, yeah, it's got a bit more forgiveness to it. So I'm doing it on easy mode. I'm clearing my way through Nazis.
That's good. Sometimes you just want to kill some Nazis in easy mode. That's what annoys me a bit with Castle Wolfenstein, where I love those games, but fuck me, are they difficult sometimes. It's like I just want to mow down some Nazis.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like difficult. I don't want the Nazis to be strong. I want them to be
There's
weak
an
and
awesome
malleable.
feature which, like, I like it, so I'm not going to pretend I don't think it's good, but there is a bit like, ooh, this is a bit of a weird choice, where you zoom in on like Nazis and you tag them so then they can be seen after, but some of them have a bit of a backstory. So it has like some information about that soldier, which I quite like because of it gives you a weight to murdering them. But at the same time, they're fucking Nazis, so I shouldn't need it. But then, like, it is also like not all the people fighting for the Germans were like in that mindset. Or even
I'm not having this conversation.
My point is,
I'm not having this conversation live on stream.
It's the truth. Like, these aren't the SS soldiers you've taken out; these are just soldiers. So, like, but like, the way they do the empathy thing. If your orders to go fight the English, you go fight the English. They're not involved in the horrible, horrible stuff. But like, I mean, some of these are just protecting top Nazis. Anyway, but what I like is that Nazis. The stories they tend to have are like, they're really dog focused. A lot of it. I had one who was like, just had new puppies, has 2 weeks of leave booked off to go and see them, and it's like,
hey, you don't get leave to go see puppies. That's bullshit.
Yeah, you're an army soldier, you get leave. World War or not, you still get leave. But yeah, they do things. It's like writes love letters to this person. I don't think
you do get leave from the World War.
Yeah, of course you do. They did back in Leaving the Trenches. You got leave. You tend to go to Paris and bang whores. That was what you did. You have leave. It wasn't constant fighting constantly. But yeah, like...
Man, that must be rough back then, because they didn't even have a Switch. They didn't have a Switch, they didn't have a Game
about
Boy.
Bullets or whatever, yeah.
God, war's hard. Travesty.
What we can say is it's a lot easier now. Nintendo have given us abilities to play games on the go, so...
Yeah.
Thanks, Nintendo, you've made war nice.
Thanks, except for they won't give me Advance Wars.
Well,
they haven't made war that nice. Still cancelled.
Speaking of Sniper Elite, we got a review coming soon for that in our usual Monday tips, tricks / review awesomely polished content we put out.
Polished.
Coming from Alex, who's
rubbed for you. Alex's stuff is great. Check it out.
As is Josh's. Like, you know, it's all grand and good.
And Josh's stuff is also good. And Ricky's stuff is good. I have to say, I was in fits of laughter at
Smash and Pass.
Mate, I hate to give them this compliment.
I hate this.
But Smash and Pass.
It's a fucking hit, right? It's good.
It's so funny. It's so funny. I couldn't help. I'm just pissing myself. Because I thought, like, okay, two ways of doing it, right? You either just go, something comes up and you go, smash.
That's how, because I thought this was totally unique until I found out, like, Mark Parr did this kind of shit.
Yeah.
His is literally all of the Pokemon in, like, 30 minutes, so it's literally
But he doesn't discuss it. He just goes, smash.
They're asking where you put it. They're asking real questions.
They're going deep.
They are.
Sometimes.
Literally.
Literally. And, oh, man, I was in fits. Absolute fits.
What my favorite thing, and I'd like you to know.
Also, I didn't even get a mention for being one of the daddies of Smash and Pass, but that's fine. You got mentioned as the host of Untitled Gaming Podcast. Not even I didn't get mentioned at all.
Callie's podcast. There's the point. It wasn't even me fucking running it. I wasn't even there.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, listen to Liz T. Listen to Liz Ricky. You're in trouble with
Marcus. No, I don't want your pity. I don't want your pity reviews.
Listen to this.
But yeah,
when you're watching the next episode, or rewatching this, listen out for the something I've noticed is where they're like, "Oh yeah, no, I just put that one in because of as a joke one." Yeah, as if you weren't trying to say you would fuck this Pokemon. No, you're like, I would fuck this Pokemon, and T will agree with me, or
Smash
will
and Pass needs to be shame-free. It needs to be shame-free.
Just own up. You want to fuck a Beldrill, whatever it's called.
Beedrill. Oh, Riku's first for a Beedrill.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's spinning. I look forward to hearing that episode, but
yeah, I look forward to as well. It's great. If I haven't seen it, unfortunately, go see it. I didn't want it to fail.
Do I want to recommend something which is cursed?
Yeah, I didn't.
Go open the Ark of the Covenant. Just do it. It's great stuff in there.
I didn't want it to be bad. Of course, I didn't want it to be bad, but I didn't want it to be this good. That's the problem.
I didn't want it to be the thing that will probably end up defining our fucking channel.
It also looks great. I love the jokey movements where it's like if it's a hard smash, then Pokemon moves very quickly to the right, and if it might be a pass but is a smash, then the Pokemon moves a little bit gently to the left and then gently to the right. And there's like this small sort of movements with the smash and pass. It's fucking funny.
Oh, you're a secret. That's not on purpose. That's me trying to fucking edit shit. Like I've only just started learning Premiere Pro. Like I have no idea how to work it. So when it went left a bit, it's because I didn't know how to get rid of that shit. So
you should keep that stuff in.
Oh, I'm keeping it mainly because I've saved them as like pre-existing animations now, so I can just drag them and drop them onto the pictures. But yeah, there's also going to be because I actually fully edited episode 2, and then when it was exporting, it crashed. And but luckily I'm getting quicker at it. But yeah, it's there was going to be like a realm of indecision, which means the audience can then vote in the comment section on.
Lovely.
This cursed fucking show. But yeah,
it's great.
It is great.
It's great.
I had a good time watching it. We have shows they go out. Sometimes I have one in the background, but generally I'm the one that's edited it, so I don't really want to see it again. Because my patience is finite. But I fucking watched this one. I'm just watching this because it's actually hilarious. So go check out Pokemon Smash and Pass. Find out which Pokemon are some of our top video content creators would have sex with.
Yep.
What you've always wanted to know. Yeah.
And how as well.
Yeah, exactly.
It's proper in depth, and it's great, and I love it. I've been getting lots of nice compliments about commentator Marcus, which is nice.
We loved commentator Marcus. You really put in that effort. You put the tie on.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to Tuesday. We'll try and hopefully there's technical issues, but it's one of those things we're going to perfect. By the time Pokemon Scarlet,
you can do it. No, it's a color. No, it's a color. Scarlet. No, it's Scarlet.
That's what I'm saying.
What?
Scarlet.
Oh no! To me, it sounds like it's saying Starlet.
That's just my crap accent, I guess. And not Sapphire. Scarlet and Violet.
Yes, correct. Cool.
It doesn't sound like I said Starlet.
No, it is.
Okay.
To me, it sounds like the same style. It doesn't matter.
Oh, no, that's fine. I just want to know how I speak. You know when like you figure out you've got that horrible English accent where you say water.
Water.
But yeah, by the time we get to that, we'll be perfect.
Perfecto. My tats are looking good. I like this. I can show my Bigfoot off.
See Bigfoot?
Bigfoot?
Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's like straight up Polaroid of it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
1967. I've got quite an in-depth one too going on here.
1967. Yeah, it's really in-depth, mate. It's good. Boof. Foxy. It's been nice. It's been a good Sunday brunch.
It is. Do you know what? I feel less pressure when it's just live like this.
Hey,
we're not recording anything. We're just chatting. We're just having a good old.
It's just a couple of Goose boys walking around the field, honking it up,
stealing the glasses of like some little kid.
Yeah, exactly. Stealing the glasses, spraying their hose on people. Yeah, having a good
bullying time. Lots of innocent villagers and throwing their stuff into a pond.
Yeah,
Did you do that?
That village was definitely Tories, so it's fine.
That is true. That kid was probably that Mark, whatever his name is, the one who looks like Hitler. Jason Moggs, whatever.
Reese, the one that looks like Hitler.
He does look like Hitler.
Good times.
Yeah. Anyway,
what we didn't really talk about it, but I guess it sounds like we're kind of wrapping up and coming to the
I ran out of stuff to talk about.
Yeah. What do you want to see at PlayStation Expo?
That's what we were bloody going to talk about, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, another hour. Add on an hour.
No, we're not doing the indie. We're not doing the Indie Expo again. Where
that went on for so long.
The first day was like an hour and a bit. Fine, no problem with that. Having a great time. Second day, even better. Like first day was great with you and Riku, and then Josh was there for the second day, and I haven't really chatted to Josh. It was nice to get to know Josh, banter a bit, come back. 3 hours we were trapped on that stream.
It was like 4.5 hour long overall, I think.
It was so long.
Too long.
Far too long. At the end, it was just me shouting, "This is a prison. This is a prison."
Yeah. But no, at the PlayStation, it's a third-party PlayStation 1, so you're not going to see any first-party stuff. So what I think I'd like to see, and I don't think I'd get it, but the Knights of the Old Republic 2 remake. So I'm pretty sure they're not far into that at all to show anything. Final Fantasy 16, however, that's probably going to be there.
Yeah.
There's been talk from the Final
Fantasy. What about the Callisto project? Is that PlayStation 5?
I don't think that's not a PlayStation exclusive, but it would be cool to see. Because it's not just exclusives they show these things. So yeah, that would be amazing because that looks fucked.
It looks fucked. I would love to see it.
Yeah, so fingers crossed. What about you? Anything?
More, just give me Forspoken. Just give me it. Square in it. Where is it?
Are you that excited for this?
I'm genuinely quite excited for it.
Okay.
I think it's going to be trash now because I'm worried about it with all the delays going on. But I'm genuinely quite excited about it. I think the story will be interesting. The mechanics seem
open worldy.
Yeah, but it seems kind of open worldy.
Then again, as we know,
it's not like I'm going around punching crystals to collect something to make a fucking hut I have to survive in.
I don't know. It kind of looks like a lot of the open worldy shit going on. For me, the mechanics of the other than the fight in itself, which is at least a bit hack and slashy, I suppose. I'm not hugely interested in it, but I'm as I say, judging you on the whole open worldness is that Marcus hates open world games unless they're the ones he loves. In which case, it's a whole different story.
Well, I think it's the open world. Like open world to me doesn't mean just a big map.
Yeah.
Like Elden Ring is open world, but it's it's just a big map. It's just go here, do a thing. What annoys me is survival elements that fucks me off. Like having to punk crafting, just like constant quest lines after constant quest lines of people just like running up to you Skyrim style going, "Oh, my boy's been stolen by a crab. Go find that crab." And I'm like, fuck off. I'm trying to fight a dragon. Yeah, I get it. Your boy's been taken by a crab, but why is this on me?
The whole kingdom is in peril. Why am I trying to help you find some wheat for your bread?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Trolley problem, all right? I'm not going to change the trolley to save your kid. I'm already trying to save. I'll let the kid die. Sorry,
I think more
and
open
you
world
get
games
there,
like
turn out the
Skyrim.
guy is just tricking you and trying to get you eaten by a crab anyway. So it doesn't really matter.
I like the idea of an open world game like Skyrim, not maybe more Fable level, but like where if you do choose to pursue some of these side quests, worse shit happens. Like, or
I
if you
talk
either
about
go
that all the time. I would fucking love that. Like,
yeah, genuine consequences
the
for
elements
your
being
choices.
on, the elements sort of being on a time track.
Yeah.
Like, that would be a cool roguelike as well. Of you trying to like balance getting certain things while doing certain other
You lost
things.
me on
I know.
roguelike, I'll be honest there, but I get why it would work. But I'd
to be a loop to go back.
Yeah.
Because what was that game where
I have it not a loop though, so it's actual waiting. Because it's like, oh well, you didn't do this. Well, I guess that's your ending involves these things of all fucked because you didn't go and do them. You were collecting apples for that pie, so instead the city burned down. Well done.
Yeah.
Set your fucking priorities, hero.
Yeah, I would love that. That would be cool.
Yeah. So for Spoken, anything else?
For Spoken, I don't really know what else is in production. Like Jedi Survive. Funny enough, yesterday I was at my local gaming shop. I was playing a Star Wars board game. I was playing Outer Rim, which is really nice and very good game. And I was having fun.
Or like board?
Board game.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Firefly game. You're a bounty hunter, and you have to go around collect stuff, and you do jobs to get points. And once you reach certain points, you win. So I won. I was playing IG-88. It was a lot of fun. I was having a good time. But I said then, I was like, where the fuck is the teaser? Like, where is the teaser trailer for Jedi Fallen Order 2? Like, where is it? And then pop that day. I was like walking down the street and I got hit and I was like, oh, damn.
Marcus, do you want to see a trailer for Fable, the new Fable game?
Did it just come out now?
No, I'm just hoping you'll ask for one. The fates
I would love to see a trailer for the new Fable game.
What else do we need? What else can we feed you to say? Would you like
to see... I want
a
trailer for a new Fable game.
Do you see the new Elder Scrolls?
No, I don't give a fuck about Elder Scrolls. I'm sorry, mate. You know what? I'll say it now. And I'm sure he's a lovely guy, but personally, I think he's got skeletons in his closet. Don't care for Todd Howard. Don't care.
Okay, no, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with you not caring for Todd Howard, but the accusation that he's got skeletons in the closet seems a bit much.
Allegedly.
Fucking rapist, probably, isn't he? Yeah, he's probably murdered a few kids.
Yeah, allegedly, okay? I think he's got some kids.
No one can come up with Morrowind and not having murdered a few people in their time.
He's just so, like, there's people which are charismatic to the point.
By the way, I had nothing about this guy really until this moment, but now I'm thinking about it. Now you've put this in my mind. I'm looking at his cold, dead smile.
Yeah, exactly. There's people just naturally charismatic and I think are charming, and I don't think have skeletons in the closet. One is Ben Brode. Like, Ben Brode's an absolute gem, and I love that man. He was the main designer for Hearthstone. He's gone off to do Marvel Snap, which at the moment there's a closed beta for it, and I signed up. And I'm just like that meme of the drug lord that's just on a swing outside with a coffee. I'm just every day I'm checking my email, just like, please let me on.
I've asked for the I did send him the whole message.
Yeah, it's really exclusive at the moment. It's just like high Hearthstone players.
What I should have done, I should have not said, one of my people with Robo Republic would like to get their hands on this for some content creation. What I should have said is Marcus Gill wants this. They would have known. They would have recognised that name.
They would have just gone, like, no problem. They wouldn't have recognised it. It's fine. But Ben Brode is just naturally charismatic and seems a nice guy. And honestly, I don't think he has skeletons in his closet. Todd forces it. You can tell that Todd forces it.
Yeah, well, to be honest, though, this isn't like, yes, there are people in this industry who have great personalities, but you're dealing with some programmers and game designers from like an olden time where they just don't have the social skills to be charismatic.
Oh yeah, I know that. I used to watch BlizzCon every year. Holy shit.
Yeah, like it's not their fault. Like most of the time, nowadays they tend to get some pretty person who's got a charisma to come out and present things, but occasionally they let one of the devs speak, and you can
but
see
then
the
they name a
difference.
character. They name a character after them, and then some shit comes out, and they have to change it all.
Is that based on?
That's based on Blizzard. That's based on Overwatch. But McCree isn't called McCree anymore.
Is that based on
That was based on.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah. Well, it was based on someone in the company that did some bad shit. And now,
fucking hell. Marcus's hot take on developers' history is incredible.
Who's that?
That's from Alex.
I'm just saying.
They're probably all bad people.
He's got some shit going on.
Allegedly.
Okay,
and when we say allegedly, with zero evidence, but allegedly still.
Zero, of course. It's
Marcus's
my truth.
theory is
we're back to my truth.
My truth is that Todd Howard is a molester.
Whoa!
Allegedly.
Whoa!
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Not even allegedly.
Allegedly, according to Marcus's truth.
Yeah, my truth. All right. Okay, my truth on there.
Is
some people give me vibes, and Todd Howard gives me a vibe. Peter Molyneux as well gave me fucking vibes, but he's not charismatic. He's just a liar. Like he just lies things into existence.
What about Jim Ryan?
Hello, kid, child. Do you want to be a game god? I'm Peter Molyneux. My new game will make you a game god. We'll do a 3D analysis of your mum and put your mum in the game. Oh, I'm a game god. God, I hate Peter Molyneux.
I can tell. What about
love
Jim
Black
Ryan?
And White, though. I love his games. What's that?
What about Jim Ryan, PlayStation head?
I don't know. I would have to Google Jim Ryan.
Okay. What about my daddy?
My
Phil?
brain. Daddy Phil is an interesting one. Daddy Phil for me is a doppelganger. I think he's dead inside. I don't think he's done anything bad.
He's just wearing the skin suit of
he's wearing exactly. He's wearing a skin suit. Yeah. Like I just don't think. Yeah, I don't think he's done anything wrong. I just think he's
other than kill the original Phil Spencer, but like
yeah,
I think to get a skin suit. Like
yeah, I think it was more. It's like thought crime. You could get Daddy Phil on some thought crime. Like I think he has some real fucked up intrusive thoughts, and he just smiles through it. Like I think that's like Daddy Spencer. I don't think he's done anything wrong.
Totalitarianism coming from you here. We should be arresting him for thought crime, shall we?
No, I'm just saying.
Report style.
No, I don't think we should arrest him for thought crime. I just think there's some shit going on in his head.
I don't know.
Like, I just think there's some real intrusive shit.
I could fully believe though, like he's a really great guy, great at his, loves his gaming, but is still signing a document which says we want this many slaves from China to be making Xbox controllers.
That's just capitalism.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's just dead. That's what I'm saying. He's dead inside. And when he needs to do public things, he just puts on a charisma suit. Like he just like doppelgangers. But like, I think he just programs down. Like when he's not doing face-to-face stuff, he goes, so everyone, I'll see you next year for the next showcase. Bye, everybody. And then it's like powers up the nets and just signs, sweatshop notices, like you said, to like get things going. But yeah, Jim Ryan looks like he's got a niece he's very close to.
All right, yeah, that's fair. He's quite old looking, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. On that accusatory note.
What did I just win live? You shouldn't be live. Holy shit, brain. Sometimes you really got to think about the comedy before you say it, Mark. I honestly say Jim Ryan looks like he's got a niece he's very close to. Holy shit.
Jim and Phil and anyone else we've trashed, if you want to come on for an interview at any point to speak to not either of us,
where's
we're
the
not
kids,
worthy of
Todd?
your time.
Where's the kids, Todd? Where are you hiding them, Todd? Where are they allegedly? Where are they to?
This has gone terrifying. But yeah. This has been Untitled Gaming Podcasts. We discuss things such as which of the gaming industry are secretly doppelgangers.
You took this a lot more literally. I didn't think. I'm not saying.
I'm happy to believe
Daddy Phil killed the old Daddy Phil and is now like in his suit.
Now. Yeah.
No, that's a different topic for another time. Which one was that?
Thank you, everyone that's been in our audience throughout the stream. See you later, Alex. See you later.
See you, everybody. And the opinions of me are not the opinions of Oval Republic. Allegedly. Except for Todd, he definitely did it.
He did it. I don't know what he did, but he
definitely did it. I don't know what he did, but he fucking did it. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again.
Bye.
Honk. Allegedly.